Okay, well, I'm asking you guys first, and I'm gonna let Travis speak, and Ian has something to say, so go ahead, Travis.
So just to clarify the letter from the city, all those ordinances stay in place. Rabies, animal at large, nuisance, correct me if I'm wrong, Mike, all those avenues are still available for enforcement.
There are other requirements that require rabies vaccinations.
So then number two, if someone's gonna go get a license, then they're gonna have their dog vaccinated. But as it is now, they don't go get a license and they don't have their dog vaccinated. And I know I've visited with Ian, he has some things from, some folks he's reached out to at the Humane Society. He's still working on that as far as how we can do something to actually, have more folks come and be able to have their dogs vaccinated and tagged free of charge. He's still working with that. So I would ask that, we have the public hearing, but don't take action on this to see if Ian can make any headways there. And then we can have a month to bring it back. And if he doesn't, then we don't have to bring it back. But I just want to say that that's where we're at with this. I appreciate the city's concerns, but we're not ripping the whole code up. Just one little, the one little part of the licensing, which very few follow anyway. And I think it's just a infringement on with our liberties. And that's my opinion, and I think we're working on a solution to make it better without having the government involved and making you license your dog and no one following it anyway.
I reached out to the Nevada Humane Society last week, and what we're waiting on is I just need to find out if I can get somebody up here to come and address the board and answer questions, so we can kind of get some logistics answered. But the short answer was absolutely, they've already been up to Wendover. They come up and do grant-funded events where they come up and do vaccinations and ID tags and stuff. It's no big deal. They said they do that all the time. They'd love to work with us to come out and do that. And so to me, the premise here, as stated by the letter from the city, we're trying to accomplish a goal. We want to minimize dogs running around that are untagged. We want to increase owner responsibility. We want to mitigate the risk of rabies and that kind of thing, which we can't totally do, as Travis has repeatedly pointed out. We have wild animals that are everywhere that we can't really stop in a meaningful way. But if the goal is to increase vaccination and increase ID tag, this thing is not accomplishing that goal. And to hold on to it in the name of posterity of, oh, that's just what we've always done, is kind of asinine to me. If the Nevada Humane Society is willing to come up and fix this and help us accomplish this goal at no cost to us, and if the compliance all of a sudden goes through the roof because we can work with, I'm sure Tour and Rec would be glad to work with us to really make a really cool event. Come on, everybody, bring your pets out for free. Let's get them tagged, let's get them vaccinated. If we did regular drives like that, instead of, 20 pet owners in this county of 10,000 being compliant so that we can rest on our laurels and say we maintain this law, we can actually solve them by getting rid of something silly like that. And I think if we can demonstrate that we're working with the Nevada Humane Society to come out here repeatedly and put on these events, we have it as a regular thing we do. I don't see us losing those grants that they're talking about. It's about 30 grand he mentioned, potentially. Emphasis on the word may, we don't know. But I think that by working with the Nevada Humane Society, we can demonstrate that we're not being negligent. We're just moving to a solution that's gonna work instead of sticking with something that's just obnoxious and isn't producing results. And with that, I agree with Travis. I think we should just table this thing, and the Nevada Humane Society, we're working on the details, but I think they're willing to come out and talk to us about it.
It's an opportunity to discuss it. Or you got anything you wanna say on this?
No, I haven't changed, well, I haven't changed my mind. I still think that it serves a purpose. I try and be a proactive and look into the future. I so I don't look at my viewpoint as, well, this is the way we've always done it. I'm not that type of a thinker. So like I said, I haven't changed my mind. I still think that it should not be repealed.
And Shane, you're abstaining from this, right?
Yes.
Okay, then, because we're discussing what we're going to do, and I have no problem with tabling it to get some more information, but I, like Cory, I wanna add what I feel. Licensing an animal, be it the city or the county, is, I believe, a necessary evil, so to speak, and because it's your constitutional right, or whatever words you wanna use. Having a license for an animal, whether it be city or county, is up to the owner. You should license your dog, and if somebody's around and if the city's licensing their dogs, the counties have licenses in effect. They're talking about tagging animals with the humane. It's the same thing when you license a thing, isn't it? It's the same. We can still have the Humane Society come out here and do free vaccinations if that's what they want. But I think the point here is, should we continue to charge a fee for dog licensing in the county, or should we repeal that license? And to me, that's what it boils down to. And I I do agree with Lori that it's been in place, we have it in place, we have some teeth in the game, and to have the county residents pay for their animals, we use the city animal control, we share that, and the city pound. I don't see where we are anything ahead by repealing a $10 fee for a dog license, and it's your right to do whatever you want. Having a licensed dog, no matter where it's at, city or county, specifically county, I believe is a good thing, goes a long ways towards enforcement and also towards the pound and everything else. I mean, it's not a fix-all, it's just a small amount of money, but it is something that we have to set laws. We have rules, we have laws, and we have to abide by it. Should we distinguish, if you live in the city, you have one law, and if you live in the county, you have another? So that's where I'm at, but I have no problem tabling this until we hear from Ian and the Humane Society, and they come out here and tell us. But that's my 2 cents worth, and I think the commissioners who are going to be voting on this at the next meeting or whatever, we'll have another month or whatever we have to listen, and we just, again, I have no problem. So if you want to table it, make a motion.
I'll move the table.
Second.
A motion by Ian and a second by Lori to table this item. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. Passed unanimous. Thank you very much. We passed to 10 o'clock. So the 10 o'clock on page 2 is Community Economic Development Strategy. Item 1 is discussion only. The White Pine County Community Economic Development Strategy 5-year document. Elizabeth.
Thank you, and this was in your backup in your packet, and I want to emphasize, because obviously there's some confusion in the public, that this is a draft only, it's not the final version. And we're not finished proofreading it at this point.
Oh, that's good.
But I wanted, because it is a large document and it is a 5-year document, I wanted you to have the chance to start reviewing it and thinking about it. This is our Community Economic Development Strategies. And this document has evolved from a point where it started with NNRDA as a regional development document, and then through Lou Torres with the USDA and Fred Steinman of the University of Nevada in Reno have kind of taken this off and taken it into a process for a county document as well. So we appreciate their assistance. So there have been different people who have participated in advertised forums to go ahead and brainstorm and come up with ideas. I believe it's very important that the County Commission look at this carefully. I've been working with some of the communities to identify their specific strategies. I've had a meeting with McGill, I've had a meeting with Lund, I have a meeting with Cruz scheduled for Thursday evening to identify what their strategies are for their individual communities. One of the things I handed out to you, and there are copies in the back for the public, is a list of goals that were provided to me by Lou Torres that was come up with by this group of people. And what I will need feedback from the board on And there's no need to do this today because obviously this is a large list and I want you to have time to think about it. Are these representative of what you feel should be included? Does it omit anything major that you feel should be there but you don't see on this list? And this list is not prioritized. So one of the things that Lou asked is that we go ahead as a county commission and prioritize this list, add or delete or change as you may think appropriate. So I wanted to go ahead and give you, I don't know if anybody took the opportunity to review what was in the backup documentation and has any feedback at this time that I can provide back to Lou and Fred. But I would plan to have a future agenda item at our next meeting to go ahead and discuss this and take action on prioritizing this list I handed out and seeing if there are any things that you need further investigated or added. And I would also welcome your emails to me in between that Tabitha and I can work with the USDA and UNR to get this document into its final format.
Mr. Chairman,
Yeah.
quickly, I just want to embarrass Elizabeth for a second and just say thank you, because she works really hard. Travis and I met with her yesterday, and we're gonna be working really hard to lighten her load a little bit, because in addition to functioning as our finance director, she's functioning as our economic development director, and as our project manager for the courthouse, and as our IT director. And so the fact that this stuff is getting pumped out as quick as it is, while she's wearing hats she was not hired or paid to wear, because she loves this place and she's willing to work hard, I just appreciate that she's doing this, so, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Elizabeth, that's a very good comment, thank you, Ian. Is there anything else, this was a discussion item, it's a timed item, does any commissioner have anything else they'd like to add, and maybe take this back, look at it, Elizabeth will bring it back at a future meeting, and we'll prioritize and help her along, is that okay? All right, that being said, I'll ask for a comment by any commissioner, if not, we'll move on, so, any comment? Hearing none, we'll move on, so that was the 10:30 discussion only. So we are going,
Mr. Chairman, may we go ahead and take the public health item that is under me on page 4, item F, 4F, because the community health nurse is here and her time is valuable.
thank you, willing to do that, just looking up that. So we'll go to page 4, item F, it's under Elizabeth, it's discussion for possible action. The approval authorizing the community health nurse contracted through the Nevada Department of Health and Health and Human Services to work with White Pine County School District from 3/1/2020, March 1st, 2020 through 6/5, June 5th, 2020, in the absence of their school nurse. So, why don't you come on forward and tell us what the school district has requested of
So the school district right now
you?
is,
Just state your name for the
oh,
record.
my name is Shannon Pierce, public health nurse. So the school district is without a nurse right now, and they're behind on many of their state standards. So the state is kind of breathing down their neck to try to get these standards in, they don't have anyone to do them. So immunizations, getting the kids up to date on immunizations, also their hearing, vision, and scoliosis screenings have not been done. IEPs that require medical interventions or medication reviews, stuff like that. And then just to be available for emergencies. If they have something at a school that they don't know, they can have the resource they can call, and I can come see the child, determine whether, send them home, call an ambulance, whatever it is. So that is what they're asking for me until they find full-time.
And this won't have any effect on what you do for the county in your
It
capacity?
will not right now, no.
Okay.
Are you good with it?
I am,
Move to approve, unless anyone else has any questions?
Nope, I'll second.
Motion by Travis, second by Lori.
thank
Any
you.
further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None. Passed unanimous. So we'll go back to order of the meeting. And I think we'll take just a 5-minute break while we go through the order of the meeting here. And we'll assume on page 3, item B, and that's where we'll be now, page 3, item 1B. The emergency. Yeah, let's just take take a 5-minute break and come back and go and ask a question. Elizabeth, you can handle this item? Or is, who?
I can go ahead, yeah,
Okay.
I can go ahead and do that.
Just wanted to check with you on that Lago stuff.
Hey, Steve, what brings you today?
Oh, Arizona DOT is with the Baker Trail.
This has been a Georgetown production. George Chachis reporting.